crashed.
Wait, who was on the bus? Grace.
Tristan, Zig, Maya.
Jonah.
Tiny.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
Hey, I'm Carrie from DegrassiBlog.com, and you have just watched the official trailer for Degrassi Next Class Season 3. Now, we're going to be breaking this trailer down in just a moment. We're going to look at some of the freeze frames so you can stop and see what the heck is going on in some of these clips because they're moving at a very rapid pace, and it's hard to tell what's going on in some of them. But before we do that, let me just remind you that this is a spoiler-heavy channel, and we're going to be talking about a lot of major spoilers in this breakdown. So if you don't want to know what the heck is going on in Degrassi Next Class Season 3, if you don't want to know the outcome of the bus crash, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the character who is in serious condition. You can go ahead and click off this video now. However, if you are wanting to go down that rabbit hole and you want to find out more about Degrassi Next Class Season 3, let's get into the breakdown. So I'm not going to go over every single clip because some of them are just shots of characters staring dramatically. I'm just going to look at the ones that have something new or have some significance to them, like this shot of Zoe at the hospital. Just going to get this out of the way. The character who is in critical condition in Season 3 of Degrassi Next Class is Tristan. Everyone else is basically fine, for the most part, physically. However, Tristan is the character who will be in critical condition in Season 3. Next up, we see the shot of Lola in the washroom with those TNG Season 3 Manny Santos vibes. Now, Linda Schuyler confirmed in an interview a few months ago that there would be an abortion in Season 3, and all of the evidence points to Lola getting pregnant after hooking up with Myles. And speaking of Myles, we see him upset here, ripping down that safe space poster. And by the way, all of these posters on the wall, they are a part of the school welcoming an influx of Syrian refugees. And the two new characters, Rasha and Saad, they're both Syrian. In this next clip, Degrassi, they have added a new sport. We see Esme and Shay running cross-country. And here in this scene, we can presume it's Esme walking up to Zig. Now, we know that these two characters are heavily linked in Season 3. Moving on, this next clip, Hunter, he's upset here, but we're not really sure why. And here's our first look at new character Saad. We know he's linked to Maya in Season 3, and so far, every time we've seen him, he has that camera with him. And here's a first look at the other new character, Rasha, and there's a big storyline revolving around her and Zoe being romantically involved. And let's just say that Zoe's mom is not a fan of this happening. Right here is a quick pic of Goldie. She has a plot of her own in episode 303, #WorstGiftEver. And in that episode, she questions what it really means to be Muslim. This clip here is an altercation between Esme and Myles, and it's really hard to know what's happening here because they have a history together, and Esme is basically a trigger for Myles, and he already seems to be in really bad shape emotionally because of the fact that Tristan is in the hospital in critical condition. And the moment you've been waiting for, our first look at the Nahir's home life. If you didn't know, Baz and Goldie are siblings. This wasn't acknowledged at all in the show during the first two seasons, hinting at the fact that they may have decided to make these two brother and sister at a later point during the production, I guess. However, Baz and Goldie, they are brother and sister, and we will see them interact for the first time in Degrassi Next Class Season 3. Now, this is an interesting shot of Frankie because her outfit isn't her normal style, and we know that she's having a freak out over Jonah in Season 3. She's not sure what's going on with them, and they take a relationship break during Season 3, but we're not really sure of the outcome of that. And then we cut to this clip of a fire in Frankie's room. Seems completely accidental, like there's candles all over the room, and then someone decides to throw a piece of clothing, and it hits a candle, and it catches fire. We saw that earlier clip of Hunter being upset, and this clip of Yael tossing the paper is from the same scene. And other than knowing that the Gamer Squad is into vlogging now, we don't really know anything about what's going on with them in Season 3. And some major drama here. We get a very super quick clip of Goldie and Zoe looking like they're about to get into some kind of car accident. And notice that Zoe has her phone in her hand while she's driving. And then we skip to another dramatic clip here of Maya in a bathtub, and we know she's going to be spiraling down into a very deep depression after the bus crash. It has a very profound and traumatic effect on her, and she could very well be trying to drown herself here in this scene, or at the very least, trying to test the limits. We have another shot of Rasha here with some of the other characters from the show, and then look at this. Lola tries to go in for the kiss with Myles, and in this quick clip, he turns his head away. Once again, more evidence that there is something going on between Lola and Myles, and we know that Lola is going to get pregnant and she has an abortion in season 3. And let's skip forward to this clip where an upset Lola is probably confronted by Shay and Frankie in the bathroom. In episode 308, hashtag I regret nothing, it mentions that Lola's friends aren't there for her, and we can assume that's in regards to her pregnancy and or abortion. And finally, we have this shot of Zoe consoling Myles, and these two are going to be really hurt over the fact Tristan's in critical condition, and throughout the end of the trailer, we actually hear Myles telling Tristan to wake up. And that's it for this breakdown of the Degrassi Next Class Season 3 trailer. It's going to be a crazy season, and you'll be able to watch all 10 episodes starting Friday, January 6th on Netflix worldwide and in the Family Channel app. And then the season will premiere in Canada on Family Channel on Monday, January 9th. Now, what did you think of the trailer? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Are you hyped for this new season? Please tell me any and all thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. And of course, make sure to subscribe to this channel, Degrassi Extra, because I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing all 10 of the episodes from Degrassi Next Class Season 3.